The teacher under NPP. Education is a human right with immense power to transform. On its foundation rest the cornerstones of freedom, democracy, and sustainable human development. In Ghana, as in the whole world, the role of the teacher is critical to education at every level, with their influence extending into the life of the child into adulthood. That makes it crucially important for the teacher to be well taken care of, from the preschool to the tertiary level. Education before 2017. While sporadic gains have been made successfully over the years, the situation in 2017 was not encouraging. Nearly half of all the 2015 WASSCE students failed in mathematics, while 20% of students failed in English at the WASSCE in 2016. Only 2% of students in P2 were proficient in reading in 2013 and 2015. Compounding these problems was the problem of teacher absenteeism, which stood at 27%. In addition, the Ministry of Education was saddled with heavy debt, with over 36 million Ghana cedis owed colleges of education in feeding grants and more than 10 million Ghana cedis owed for educational supplies. The plight of the teacher began at the trainee level with the abolition of the trainee teacher allowance, meaning that new teachers started their professions with no incomes. Promotion and advancement processes for teachers were cumbersome and unclear. Allowances were in arrears, and strikes over unsatisfactory conditions of service were common. Many of these have been reversed since. Teacher reform. Since January 2017, when it took office, the NPP administration has pursued a number of teacher reforms to improve the welfare and skills of teachers, to enable them deliver 21st century learning outcomes. In just 3.5 years, under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo, several gains have been made in this regard as we continue to strive to improve learning outcomes in this country under the Teacher First policy. As a means of equipping colleges of education for the demands of the future, Wi-Fi systems have been installed at least 37 of them and counting. Trainee teacher allowance has been restored. Graduates of colleges of education have been onboarded onto the National Service Scheme in accordance with the law, not only giving them experience and an income before being deployed, but their probation and licensure examinations are also catered for. New teachers will be awarded with Bachelor of Education degrees with the upgrading of colleges of education from diploma awarding institutions. Teachers can upgrade to Bachelor of Education degrees with the University of Cape Coast 3-semester top-up program. Overall enrollment numbers into colleges of education have also increased, even whilst trainee allowances have been restored. Before these reforms, teachers who graduated from our colleges of education with a diploma in basic education and who wished to upgrade to a university degree had to spend 3 years to do so. Through the University of Cape Coast today, in-service diploma-holding teachers now need to spend only 3 semesters to upgrade to the degree with the University of Cape Coast. Arrears old members of College of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, CTAG, have been paid, while book and research allowance and market premium have been granted to senior members of non-teaching staff at colleges of education since their upgrade to the public university salary scale in order to maintain standards with expansion in facilities and the successful implementation of the free SHS program. Over 93,000 staff have also been added to the ranks of teaching and non-teaching staff. Teacher professionalization. Teacher standards have been raised through the National Teaching Standard for a teacher with an assessment framework and the licensing regime for the newly trained teacher. Through the Continuous Professional Development (CPD) program, in-service teachers are now able to upgrade their knowledge and skill set. This push to improve upon teacher professionalization gives teachers a minimum number of credits to maintain their license. In addition, half a day each week is also set aside for school-based teacher training. To help teachers build upon their professional capacity, the Professional Teacher Allowance has been introduced, giving professional teachers an additional 1,200 cedis per year and 800 cedis for non-professional teachers. Teacher promotion. Today, aptitude tests have replaced time-consuming interviews as the mode for promotion, whilst teachers with postgraduate degrees get their promotions in 2 years instead of 4. Teachers who are promoted after passing their promotion test instantly receive their promotion letters printed on a special GES security paper. Salary adjustments now reflect within 3 months of a teacher getting promoted. Added to that, over 90% of the unjust legacy arrears have been cleared, with the remainder on track to being paid by the end of 2020. Career progression is a priority for this government, with a huge emphasis on recognizing and acknowledging aspiration. The Pre-Tertiary Teacher Professional Development and Management (PTPDM) framework, which is being funded with assistance from the Japan International Cooperation Agency (JICA), was revised in 2018. The 2 overarching goals of the PTPDM are to assist the teacher in their career progression to becoming a consultant teacher and to equip those interested in leadership and management of schools. This is important to identify and groom inspirational teachers to assume management roles and drive academic excellence. In 2018, government instituted the Ghana Teacher Prize, GTP, as a rebrand of the Best Teacher Award, and in line with the international standards pertaining to the Global Teacher Prize. In addition to this, any teacher who wins an award at the Ghana Teacher Prize or is selected as one of the finalists for the Global Teacher Prize receives an out-of-turn promotion to the next rank within the Ghana Education Service. Conditions of service. In August 2020, the government signed a collective agreement with pre-tertiary teacher unions in the country in a bid to advance teachers' welfare. Improved benefits include vehicle maintenance allowance, kilometric allowance, night allowance, allowance for teachers in deprived and difficult areas, retention allowance, protective clothing allowance, advance to purchase means of transport, salary advance, special allowance, transfer grant, permanent posting allowance, and responsibility allowance. This responsibility allowance is now being paid to over 35,000 qualifying staff covering basic, SHS, and office. 9 categories of staff are entitled to responsibility allowance. These are basic school heads, headmasters and mistresses, assistant headmasters and mistresses, chaplains and imams, form masters and mistresses, guidance and counseling coordinators, heads of departments or program heads, housemasters and mistresses, and unit heads. At the tertiary level, the book and research allowance, which was cancelled under the previous administration, has not only been restored, but has been improved by this government with an approval of 200% increase from 500 cedis to 1,500. In addition to this, starting with the next academic year, all tertiary students who qualify for SNIT loans can access them with just their national ID cards and without the need for a guarantor. This will open up opportunities for all who seek to enter tertiary institutions, including those who wish to teach. The teacher of tomorrow. Our appreciation for the teaching profession is immense, and we recognize the indispensable role of the teacher. When the teacher is transformed, learning outcomes improve at all levels. That is why the NPP is restoring the dignity of teaching and will continue to put the teacher first in the education transformation agenda. The vision of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is for a 21st century teacher who is a competent, skilled, and professionally trained person equipped with the right set of skills and competencies to play a key role in delivering improved learning outcomes for learners to meet our development needs. This is what the NPP regime is striving to achieve for the child, for the teacher, for the nation.